Hey, I'm Angie.
I'm Rhonda.
And we are Adventures in Nomadness. We are finally leaving Washington and going to road trip all the way to California and eventually spend some time in the Southwest area. So we're doing a bunch of one-nighters, and anybody can stay at Walmart and rest stops, but we don't want to do that. So here's going to be our top ways of having fun on our road trip and staying in some cool spots.
This is not your everyday one-nighter. Wink, wink.
Couldn't resist, could ya? Our first one-nighter, wink wink, has had 1,000 trails using our membership. Love or hate 1,000 trails, it's a great way of saving money, and this one in Centralia just happens to be about 15 miles off of I-5, so kind of slightly out of the way, but not too far out of the way that we didn't want to use it. Now here's why this is fun. The dogs love it. They are running around in this dog park like little crazy maniacs, which is great for us because now they'll be tired for the rest of the day when we go do our short 3-hour drive to McMinnville for our next stop tonight.
So this particular 1,000 Trails has 2 pools and 2 meetup areas. One up on the hill and one down the hill.
They also have 2 dump stations, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And it's a huge park. It's really pretty. I think a lot of people really like this one, and I can see why. There's good cell service in the farthest loops that we're on. So like the H and the G loops have good cell service. I'm not sure the rest of the park does from what I've read. So far, our first night, I'd give it a thumbs up, and we're gonna move on later on today to the Evergreen Air and Space Museum in McMinnville. We're at our second one-night stand. It's the Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum, and this is where the Spruce Goose is, the largest airplane in the world. I think it's still the largest. Isn't there another one that came out recently? Anyway, I'll check on that.
Since we can stay here for free as part of Harvest Hosts. So that costs about $50 a year. It's not very much, but we thought we'd take advantage of this. Because they also have an evening Christmas lights, holiday lights here at the museum that we're going to take in this evening.
Yeah, which is awesome because we kind of got a late start. It's about 3:30 right now, and normally it closes at 5, so we would have been rushed again. But like you said, they got this cool holiday thing going on tonight, so they're open till 9. Yay, we can geek out on airplanes.
So the awesome thing about this particular place to stay is that they have a Boy Scout open tree picnic area right here next to the parking lot, and that means we can actually park right next to a bunch of trees and feel like we're in the outdoors and yet be in a parking lot next to the Aviation Museum. So best of both worlds. Plus we're out away from any major city, so although we're not that far from a major street, it's not that loud here. It's pretty quiet.
Yeah, just a few people walking their dogs over there where we decided to park. But other than that, we're going to go geek out on airplanes tonight. Well, hey, our third one-night stand turned into a 2-night affair at the On the River Golf Resort, Golf and RV Resort. Pretty cool place, and we used our Passport America membership, which was great because it cost us $20 a night, and that was for full hookups. That included sewer. So we stayed 2 nights for $40. You can't beat that. The Umpqua River is right over that way, and it's this big, huge ridge behind us up here. We went hiking up yesterday. So we decided to go for a little walk, and it turns out to be a full-fledged hike up and around this ridge. And we're in tennis shoes. It started off as a nice little road, and then we had this really steep embankment with no road to get back to the campground.
Oh, it was a deer trail.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves.
It was awesome.
Well, we thought we were back from Scotland, but apparently the hairy coos followed us home, because here they are in Oregon.
This is so cool. There's 4 hairy coos. Oh, and there's a black one over there. I don't know what that one is. Anyway, so this place is a Scottish Highland ranch. And a little bit of a sad story, but we see 4 head of cattle, 5 right here, but one's not a hairy coo. They're my favorite cows, by the way. This is so cool. Anyway, the guy that owns this place, super nice guy, his name is Steve, and they had about 35 head, and last year there was a big, huge storm with lots of snow, and he said lots and lots of wind. It just downed so many trees. It took down their fence. But he said the problem was it wasn't just their fence, it was about 4 of their neighbors, and they have about 350 acres here, so a lot of the cattle went bye-bye. They don't know what happened to them. They even rented a plane to go over and try and find them. But he's hoping that between here, the ranch, and the coast, there's just nothing but BLM land. So he's hoping that all the cattle just are living high on life, free, with the new bull that he got right before it happened. It is cold this morning, and we're in Oregon, but we're heading into California today. Yay! But we have the couple mountain passes. We've got Grants Pass and Siskiyou Summit to go over today. It looks like the weather's going to be pretty good. No snow, and it's supposed to warm up, so hopefully the roads will be bare and dry. My kind of roads when hauling Iggy around. So we're at our second harvest house on our slow crawl to California. We've done a really good job of using our harvest house membership, and tonight we get to stay at a winery. Yay! But part of harvest house is they want you, it's a $49 a year for the basic membership. We just added the golf, so that's $79 a year, but I will add a code down the bottom. It gets you a percentage off of that. And so what they want for harvest house is for you to spend a little bit of money, you know, at the place that you're spending the night at. So last night we had dinner at the golf club lounge, and today I've always wanted to take a lesson because I can see getting into golf more. It's actually a really good exercise, and so this is my first lesson, which I very badly needed. So this is awesome. I'm loving our harvest house membership. We are loving our harvest house membership. This is the 3rd night, and this is a winery, Vista something, I'll get the name right. But oh, so beautiful.
3 nights, 3 different sites, types of sites.
A museum, a golf course, and a winery. This is going to be the best one yet. We like our wine. Reverse on this thing. Is there a reverse?
Yeah, there's a right here. Oh. That's your forward reverse.
Are you on?
Kind of, you mentioned Chianti. I think that's what I started my drinking career.
Right.
Was Chianti.
Mine was Riesling.
Yeah. Chianti. I used to steal some Burgundy out of a jug, but
Burgundy and Chianti.
yeah.
I'm with you on that. That's where I started on too.
Yeah. Burgundy, Chianti.